Welcome back to the MCC Coaches Show here on Country 93.1, live from Pints and Courts Pub and Grill in Muskegon. My name is Matt Chapkus. Right now I'm joined by senior captain of the Muskegon Catholic Central Crusaders, Alex Lewandowski. Alex, welcome back.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and man, I can't imagine how much fun you're having right now.
Yep, it's been a great season.
Now, talk about, let's start with this last week game against New Lothrop. As you're watching the weather reports coming up to that weekend, and you're seeing 20 degrees, blowing snow sideways, do you know that you're going to probably get the ball 20, 30 times coming up this weekend?
I didn't know I was going to get the ball that many times, but we knew it was going to be cold, but I would personally rather have the cold weather than the hot weather. So.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
And I guess when you guys finally stepped out in the field and got to run around in the turf, was the conditions about what you expected it to be? I mean, is that turf slippery when it's wet like that, or?
It's not too slippery. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that cold, but made the best of it.
Everybody kind of singled this game out with Amari Coleman because he's a standout guy for New Lothrop. I don't want to say it was you against him, obviously, but there had to be a good feeling coming out of that game and knowing that you leading that defense were able to shut him down, and then offensively you were able to put out the way that you were in that game. Yeah,
our whole defense as a whole played great and shut him down, and our offense pretty much stayed in the tee, and our line came off the ball and made holes, so that's what made it.
Now, you said you didn't know you were going to get the ball that many times. Did you know at the end of the game you had carried that many times?
I knew it was quite a few. I didn't know it was that many, no.
Were you a little sore at the end of that game?
Yeah, I was a little sore.
Let's talk about the 2 touchdown runs because they were kind of bookends for you in that game. The first one, it was like I think Coach Sirwan said, the third play from scrimmage, and you were able to bust off a 53-yarder and get you guys on the board. And that's just got to be a great feeling to score first. I mean, that's so important in those games.
Yeah, it was good. The line made a huge hole, and right off the bat we scored and got up, and then our defense got some points when Ian scored, so that was a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you finish it off in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, a 47-yard touchdown run. I happen to notice that you beat Coleman to the edge right on that last play, but just after that touchdown run, you guys know it's over. You guys are going to Ford Field. Take me through that moment.
Yeah, it was exciting. At that point, we pretty much knew we had it, and as a kid, I've always been, dreaming of going to Ford Field, and now it's happening.
Yeah, now let's talk about that a little bit because obviously your last name carries a little clout at MCC. Your dad was a very successful player there.
Yep.
Then you coming in, obviously the senior class, Coach Sirwan said it, there's not a lot of guys in your senior class playing. But for you personally, I mean, finally getting able to realize this dream. Last year you were dinged up in the playoffs. What's been the difference this year other than obviously your ankle?
It's just good being able to play and contribute, and once you're on the field, it doesn't really matter what grade you're in. So
that is true. That's a good point. Now, talk about, you've been getting a fair amount of attention from not just me, but from a lot of media guys. Is it overwhelming at any point? I mean, I just listed off a whole bunch of awards that you won, including All-State again. I mean, do you take it as flattering? Do you want to credit your teammates with some of that work? Or?
Yeah, a lot of the credit's got to go to my team because without them, I wouldn't be here.
Right. And, I mean, but at the same time, it's got to be a pretty neat feeling. I mean, you got named the Muskegon Area Defensive Player of the Year. That is a huge honor, young man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, just great season for you guys. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have seen from Beale City.
Throughout the year, they've been successful in the run game, but in their last game, when the other team shut down their offense, they went to pass a little more, and they were very successful doing that. So we think we're going to have to stop their pass.
Okay. Now, what's your role going to be as a safety stopping that passing game?
Well, all our D-backs just have to follow their assignments and not, miss coverage.
Now, I mean, you make that sound pretty simple. Like, yeah, you just stick with your guy. And
nope.
There's a lot of work that you guys are putting in this week, isn't there? Now, is this an offense that's similar to any other offenses you've seen this year, or is this pretty unique?
They run T like we run, but they also have passes off of it, so it's a little bit of combination of other things we've seen.
Okay. Then flip it around. When you guys have the ball in your hand, what do you guys got to do to get some points against the defense that's put together? I think they got 4 shutouts this year, so they're a pretty decent defense.
Yeah, they're going to have a good defense. We're going to have to mix it up a little bit, and our line's going to have to come off the ball like they always do. And
I would assume that Thanksgiving plans had to be slightly adjusted, but I'm pretty sure you'll take that.
Yep, I was all right with it.
And I'm sure Mom and Dad were willing to make some exceptions as well. Now talk about what's that going to be like waking up Friday morning and walking into Ford Field to play a game?
It'll be really exciting. Obviously, we still got to not get caught up in all that and play our game.
Now, how do you do that? How do you keep a level head when you guys are walking in there? Especially, I mean, you got another team. Beal City was there last year. They played in Ford Field, so they know what it's like already.
Yeah, but last week we played at a pretty nice field and a good facility, and we focused on the game. So
yeah, you did a pretty good job.
Yep.
Did a pretty good job. I guess let's talk a little bit about your season in a whole. You're 1,000-yard rusher again for the second straight season. Give me a couple highlights of the year so far up until this point from your perspective.
Winning the Fruitport game was really good because I was still a little upset about last year. And then last game, winning and going to Ford Field tops it off.
Now, getting a chance, how frustrating was that last year when your ankle was hurt and you weren't able to play the way that you know you could?
Yeah, it was really frustrating because, I mean, I was out there on defense, but I wasn't at full speed, so that's hard.
Yeah, and this year, I mean, it's got to be like you're a free man out there. It's got to be awesome.
Still healthy.
And I guess final thoughts coming into this game. What's kind of the 3 keys that the coaching staff and you guys as a team have for yourselves to beat Beal City and win a state championship this weekend?
First of all, no turnovers. We can't turn over the ball. Focus on the little things and do your assignment and work hard.
All right. Sounds like 3 good things to live by. Alex Lewandowski, congratulations. All the awards, including All-State, Defensive Player of the Year by the Muskegon Chronicle. Just a huge list of accomplishments. It's been a lot of fun watching you. Best of luck this Friday.
Thank you.
All right, Alex, we'll be back with more. I'm going to grab Pat White and bring him back up here for a minute. We'll be back with the Coaches Show after this here on Country 93.1.